Hello and welcome back to Sour Nature TV. Today we'll be learning about the coronavirus pandemic and how it has affected our world.
A bit confusing. Things change all the time, so I genuinely don't know.
Different politicians say different things. There is confusion on our high streets. We are being asked to make yet another lifestyle change.
The world en masse all across the globe. And what do we know about the coronavirus pandemic? When did it surface the earth? What do we know about the vaccinations? Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson&Johnson. How are we staying safe? How are we protecting our loved ones from catching the coronavirus pandemic? As we know, the new world we live in is masked. Comparing the COVID-19 vaccines developed by Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson&Johnson. Scientists teams around the world have developed successful COVID-19 vaccines in an incredibly short order. Vaccine types. The Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are made using messenger RNA or mRNA, a technology that delivers a bit of genetic code to cells, and in fact a recipe to make the surface protein known as spike. On the SARS-2 virus, the proteins made with the mRNA instructions activate the immune system, teaching it to see the spike protein as foreign and develop antibodies and other immunity weapons with which to fight it. On the other hand, there is Johnson. The J&J vaccine uses a different approach to instruct human cells to make the SARS-2 spike protein, which then triggers an immune response. It is what's known as a viral vector vaccine. A harmless adenovirus from a large family of viruses, some of which cause common colds, has been engineered to carry the genetic code for the SARS-2 spike protein. Once the adenovirus enters cells, they use that code to make spike proteins. J&J employed this same approach to make an Ebola vaccine that has been authorized for use by the European Medicines Agency. Again, this is Sour Nature TV. Thank you for watching.
Coronavirus has hit countries around the world, sparking public health emergencies in places as different from one another as Iran, Italy, China, and the United States. Markets are in turmoil, and companies of all sizes have been hit hard by the virus, especially those that do business in areas affected by the outbreak.
Respirator face masks has sparked a global race to fulfill those orders, ramp up manufacturing of so-called N95 respirator face masks.
Supplies of face masks are running short all over the world, leading to evidence of price gouging, empty shelves in stores, and fears among medical professionals that masks needed for surgery and treatment will run out. The World Health Organization warned on March 3rd that severe and mounting disruption to the global supply of personal protective equipment caused by rising demand, panic buying, hoarding, and misuse is putting lives at risk from the new coronavirus and other infectious diseases. The WHO estimated the industry needed to boost manufacturing capacity by 40% to meet demand for personal protective equipment, including masks.
Target population. The Pfizer vaccine has been authorized for use for people ages 16 and older, though the company has recently asked the FDA to change the label to allow children 12 and older to be vaccinated. Moderna has been cleared for use in people 18 and older, though the company is now testing its vaccine in 12 to 17 years of age. J&J vaccine has been tested in people 18 and older, and that it was authorized for. Until testing in children and younger teens is conducted, the vaccine won't be available for use for anyone under the age of 18.
The COVID-19 vaccine has many across the country anxiously awaiting their turn. For healthcare workers at the front of the line, many face the needle with thanks.
What's so great about it is I'm feeling really hopeful still, right?
Not everyone is so eager to roll up their sleeves. Many of the people who care for the elderly and ill, considered at high risk of encountering COVID-19, are hesitant. Some doctors and nurses in Georgia have indicated they may not get the vaccine for a year or more. A survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation found 29% of the healthcare workers questioned likely would not get the vaccine. Let's look at the reasons why. That Kaiser survey found that more than half of all Americans have concerns that the vaccine is too new. Despite clinical trials that found no serious side effects from the vaccine, 59% of Americans worry about just that. Dr. Shanta DeBay of Georgia State University School of Public Health says it's reasonable that the attitudes of healthcare workers would reflect those of the rest of the country.
Healthcare workers, although again they're on the front lines, they're also people. Even though they're in healthcare and basically have that knowledge, they're going to have their own trepidation.
Some healthcare workers have expressed that their jobs don't bring them in close contact with the elderly or ill, and that they're willing to let others go ahead of them in line. Dr. DeBay has a message for all Americans about the vaccine.
Safety concerns are always taken into consideration whenever vaccines are delivered.
The majority of Americans are willing and even eager for that shot in the arm.